say wisdom comes with power, reflections of your desires, every move you carefully choose, and a shame you keep on losing. There are sins and then there is karma, all the times you fueled my fire. I don't need to be safe.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, believe it or not, I sat down to film a 5-minute makeup tutorial on how to do last minute Halloween costumes, and then this happened. This is not 5 minutes. This is a very, very long, tedious, actually it's the only hard part about this tutorial is how time consuming it is, and I don't really have a lot of patience because I'm from New York. So very short-tempered, very long process. So my original idea for this video is going to be 5-minute tutorials on how to just whip up a costume really quickly, because for me on Halloween, typically it's like, are you gonna go out tonight? Nah. Are you gonna go to the party? Nah. And then all of a sudden, like 5 minutes before the party, I'm like, you know what? I'll go. And I don't have anything to wear. So I was gonna do little costumes that you could pull together in 5 minutes. If you guys still want that video, please let me know. I would be really, really happy to do it since I have 23 years of experience doing that. But this current video is going to be this rocker skull inspired queen. I haven't decided what I'm going to call this tutorial yet or what this girl is because I didn't even really know I was filming it. Yeah, so I didn't film a transition into my voiceover, so this is it. If you follow me on Snapchat, you know that I've been really sick recently, and the medication that they're putting me on makes me feel funny and doesn't make me feel great. So it's just been a long process trying to get my videos to actually be cohesive because my brain is not working how it used to. But to start off this look, I am taking the Makeup Forever Flash palette and using the white shade and just painting in circles around my eyes. If you don't have the Flash palette, you can totally use face paint, and I probably would have preferred to use face paint because the Flash palette is a little bit oily, so it just feels like a slick rather than a paint that will dry and set. And I tried setting it multiple times using a powder, but it just never fully set. So use a face paint. You don't have to go spend the money on the Flash palette. And the greatest thing about sketching out the eyes is that you're going to cover up the lines with jewels, so they don't have to be perfect at all. The circles can be a little bit off because they're going to be covered up anyway. At this point, I realized that if I used a brush the entire time, we would probably be here for another 18 hours. So I just took a beauty blender. This is actually the makeup sponge by Morphe. It's like $5 and it's awesome. So Morphe has two makeup sponges. One of them is like a black pro one, and that one was terrible. I hated that one, but then they have this one, which is actually cheaper, and it's so much better. So get the red one. It's really, really good. But right here, I decided that I didn't want to do like an opaque white. I wanted to just do like a wash of white. I'm really pale already, so I didn't really need the help of being even more white. But so I'm not putting on like a ton of white paint here. As you can tell, I'm kind of shearing it out with the makeup sponge, and I did that on my forehead and then underneath on my jawline, and now I'm just bringing it down all the way to my neck and through to the collarbone area. And then for the next step, I thought that the camera was recording and it wasn't, so I went back through just to show you what I did, and I used this L'Oreal, I think it's the Silk Black pencil. It's really good. It's really, really creamy. You can get it from like CVS or any drugstore. And I just outlined the circles of my eyes and created a weird jaw shape. If you need some assistance with creating the jaw, I mean, I didn't really do the greatest job on the jaw because it didn't really matter to me. Just look up online. That's what I did. I looked up skulls online. I just tried to find like weird skull shapes that people used, and then after I outlined it, I went back in with a paintbrush and the Makeup Forever Flash palette in the black shade and just filled it in lightly. The reason why I don't like to cake on the Flash palette, I said it before and I'll say it again, is because it's just too oily. It feels way too thick to me, so I do a light wash, and then you'll see I'll go back in and just add color as I need it. So I filled in the eyes, and then I decided that I wanted to do a nose as well and just created a triangular shape, and then also just took the tip of the brush that I was using and started in the middle of my nose and brushed down to give it more of like a bone effect. I don't know. I was looking at some picture on the internet and it kind of looked cool, so I recreated it. And then after that, I just didn't love the opacity of the black, so I went in with just any black eyeshadow. This is Noir from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and just went over all the black areas. I did this for two reasons: to add a little bit of darkness into it, and then to also set it, because the face makeup is really oily, and so I just thought that maybe by setting it, it would make it stay more in place. You'll see that it creases on me, and I don't really know how to stop that, but it did it a lot less with the eyeshadow added on top, so I do think that the eyeshadow is a really, really good idea. And then I just took that L'Oreal pencil and put it in the waterline of my eye, just because I felt like you could see the skin, and I didn't really want that showing. Okay, now we're going to start with the fun stuff. I am taking jewels that I got at Michael's. Michael's is our craft store over in California. So I don't know, I think on the East Coast it's like AC Moore. Yeah, that was the name of it. I'm so excited that I actually remembered the name of that. So basically what I'm doing is I'm taking all these different jewels, and I will list them down below so that you know exactly what packs I got, so you can recreate the exact thing if you want to, but it really doesn't matter. I would just go into your craft store and just get a bunch of really, really cool jewels. So originally what I had tried to do was just take the stickers and just place them on my face, but that didn't end up working out because the face paint is oily. So I had to go in with liquid latex by Mayron, which is super sticky, and let it dry on the back of each and everything I applied, and then just stick it to my face, which wasn't too bad, but it was just more time consuming than I thought it would be. I'm putting this video into fast mode because I want to show the full eye that I did, but it took a really long time, so I'm just putting it into fast mode so that we don't have to sit here forever. Basically, I'm just rotating between jewels and pearls and little pointed studs. I got the studs on Amazon, so I will link those down below if you want the exact same ones that I got. They were $9.99, so super cheap, and you get 100 of them, so I didn't even use close to that. If you've never worked with liquid latex before, it's really, really, really easy. It's just super sticky, so it'll stick straight on your face, and it's actually really, really comfortable to wear, but then when you go to take it off, it's a little bit tough when you pull it off your skin, but it's not too terrible, and it didn't pull off any of my eyebrow hairs, and I thought that I was gonna literally wax my eyebrow hairs off. I'm including this end clip in here because I just wanted to show you that when you're doing a circle, you have to kind of time it right, not time it right, but make sure that the measurement is right so that your last piece is kind of perfect. I lucked out with this eye, and then on the last eye it was a little bit more difficult for me, and then I'm going to go in and just test out the teeth. So I wanted to see if it was actually going to stick onto my lip, because that specific jewel was a lot heavier than the other ones, and now I'm literally just going for it. I'm putting jewels all over the place. I put one in the middle of my forehead, on the sides. You'll see I just kind of throw them all over the place, and once you get into the rhythm of this, it's really, really easy to just be like, I want one here and here and here. For the forehead, I wanted to create a little bit of a crown shape, and I just put a bigger jewel in the center, and then I'm taking these like metal gold and silver dots and placing them, alternating each color back and forth. If you have heavier jewels like I did specifically on the teeth, all you have to do is just hold them longer so that it stays longer. The liquid latex did an awesome job of keeping these up, and they never came off until I literally pulled them off. And now I'm just creating a little bit more definition in the teeth with the white face paint. So I'm taking I think this is like an angled eyebrow brush, and I'm going in between each tooth and creating that type of skull look by doing sparse little paintbrush strokes on the upper lip and then all through the bottom lip. I didn't want to add jewels on the bottom lip too because I just felt like it would be too much. And then I got crazy with the detailing and added it all over, so on the cheekbones and on the nose. The only place that I didn't add the detailing was on the eyes. I wanted to keep those as black as possible. Thank you guys so much for watching. That's all I have for you. Again, if you want those 5-minute tutorials, just let me know because I was supposed to do that. And I still have some time to get those videos up, and I would love to do them for you. So just, write in the comment box. If you like this video, don't forget to like it and subscribe down below. I would love to meet new friends. I'm now going to be putting out new videos every Monday and Thursday. That's going to be my schedule, and I'm gonna have multiple videos. Well, that's the goal. I'm gonna have multiple videos every Monday and Thursday, so not just one upload every Monday or Thursday. It's gonna be like 2 or 3 videos every Monday and Thursday. So that's my goal for you guys. We're gonna get that up. We're gonna do that. If you want to follow me on my social medias, you really should, because I failed so hard on one of my Halloween tutorials recently. I wanted to do like a whole blinged out skull, and it came out looking like a blinged out panda bear. And if you wanted to see that, you should have been following my Snapchat. We have a lot of fun there. So I'm gonna leave up my social medias. Give me a follow. Come say hi. I'm knocking down my backdrops right now. On that note, I'm gonna go. Where can you go looking like this? Yeah. I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.